honestly, like, I feel like a proud mom because we were very fortunate. We've seen Manny Andrade like 4 times at this point before he debuted, and then I'm like, wait a minute. As soon as the initial hype promo started, I did the same with No Hey Jose. Like, I love him. And again, it's like proud mom syndrome, because it's like you see these guys, you watch them improve, and then they finally debut on television, and you're just like the happiest person alive. But they put on a stellar match. And I have to agree with something Triple H said. He mentioned that Dillinger is a very underrated talent.
Oh, yeah.
And I will give him that. Like, honestly, he is fantastic in the ring. He's got charisma coming out of his fucking ear holes. And honestly, I'm hoping that all of this hype that he gets, because, like, you can't go to NXT, like, whether it's a taping or a live event that I've been to, without the entire crowd on their feet doing the 10 chant.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's so over. And people just genuinely love him. And it's not for nothing. Like, he's a fucking amazing talent, and it's really wonderful that the crowd is so high on him. And the same thing happened with Jason Jordan. But yeah, the TakeOver event was amazing. No real shock. And one thing that happened at TakeOver that kind of really, really threw me off was the tag team champion thing.
Now, are we talking the actual match or what happened after?
Yes. The match itself was fucking 5-star. Like, it was amazing. Like, those two teams.
10 stars.
Yeah, like, those two teams can do no wrong when they're in the ring together. And it was really nice to see the Revival put over like, really strong. Like, they were very believable.
Uh-huh.
I was very surprised that they took the titles, though.
I know.
The reason why I was so surprised was American Alpha hasn't had those titles long. They've only had them since TakeOver Dallas. And so seeing them kind of drop the titles was very, very confusing to me with how high American Alpha is right now. Like, that entire arena, like, all of the energy was sucked out.
Right.
And it was really, really, really bad. Like, it was so sad to watch. But yeah, like, the match was fantastic. And then American Alpha drops the titles. And so I have the audacity to be a little bit disappointed. Just because I genuinely, absolutely am a humongous fan of American Alpha. That being said, after the tag team match, these big dudes come out and just absolutely decimate.
But that wasn't the fucking shocking part.
No. These two guys come out and decimate American Alpha. Obviously, American Alpha are the tag team, with or without those belts.
Oh yeah,
they are the ones. They are the tag team in NXT. And I actually saw the initial debut of the Authors of Pain.
Uh-huh.
Weirdly enough, they were at a Largo event that I went to, and Sonny Dinza and Jim Selmani, I believe it is. Both of them are very celebrated athletes in and of themselves. Like, I've done a little bit of research on them just because I didn't know who they were. They're both very well respected, very, very decorated athletes, and yeah, they are just mammoth. Like, they are huge guys. Like,
oh yeah,
I can't even put into proper words how big these dudes are. Like, they got into the ring at the event in Largo, and I looked at fucking Megan and was like, what the fuck is that? But at first glance, I'm not impressed by big guys who throw people around. I'm not. I've never been impressed by that sort of stuff, and that's not going to change. I can say that they definitely have a bit more of the personality thing down.
Yeah.
Because obviously any dumb schmuck can come out and throw people around and hurt them their way across the ring. Ryback's done it for fucking 5 years.
Who?
Pretty much. But, so that sort of shit doesn't impress me. I am, however, very, very interested in who looks like is going to be their manager. Do you wanna field that one?
Because we are old as fucking dirt, and those niggers over at Full Sail didn't know who the fuck this was. Paul Ellering. Now, I know most of you that are listening are probably bringing up your little Google searches, because you gotta Googs everything. But Paul Ellering was mostly known for a lot of his work as a manager back in like the 80s and 90s, and the Legion of Doom, I believe, was the one tag team that he was most connected to.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing him back is kind of surprising, and I do actually think that he is sticking around to be their manager, because I think I remember seeing in the spoilers for the tapings of NXT, he was with them again.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be huge, because I mean, those guys, they're big dudes. They seem like, we really haven't seen their like promo skills or anything, but they seem like a team that would benefit from having a really well-rounded manager. And it kind of goes to show that you can take the past and put it into the future and implement it so it does benefit the future. So I think that's going to be a really good thing.
Another fun little tidbit to add is he's also the father of Rachel Ellering. Mm-hmm. So they actually mentioned him in passing when she had a match on NXT not too long ago. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then like he comes out and I'm like, oh, that's foreshadowing.
Right?
But hindsight is 2020. But I've seen these guys shoot a promo. I'm not going to judge them too harshly because it was their first appearance that I had seen.
Yeah.
So I took it with a grain of salt, because one, NXT is developmental. That's what they're there for. Yep. They're there to get better. And so at first glance, I wasn't really impressed at all, just because big dudes do nothing for me.
Unless you're finished, they don't do anything for you.
See, here's the thing. It's not even the big, powerful dudes in Finland either. It's always the pretty ones. I just like my dudes looking like chicks. It's fine.
That explains so much.
It explains so much. Considering, like, the two that are, like, my, like, Achilles heel. Yeah. God damn it, Alexi Laiho. But we really can't say a whole hell of a lot, because we haven't really seen much from them yet. If Paul is their manager, they are going to be shot to the fucking moon. And that's going to be really sick, because we all know, like, all of us who are older than fucking God know what type of we kind of expect more from this tag team because of him.
Uh-huh.
Because if he is, noticing them enough to want to manage them, or however they're going to play this, it has to be worth a fuck for him. So, whatever the case, it's one of those things where we're going to see what happens. But if American Alpha and the Authors of Pain are going to be in a feud sort of situation, I'm curious and excited to see what tag teams are going to go up against Dash and Dawson.
I don't think they have too many tag teams that are established.
So I guess it's going to be a very interesting time. There's also something that we can talk about later with the whole NXT possibly being rated for the upcoming draft.
I'm terrified about that, quite honestly.
Yeah, me too. That could spell disaster for a lot of things. But the one thing that I'm keeping into consideration is the fact that NXT has a very, very deep roster. Just because everybody's not used, it doesn't mean they don't have the talent. So it could be a blessing or a curse, regardless of how you look at it. The one thing I'll say, though, is that tag team match at Takeover was very, very... it was a lot longer than I expected. That was an almost 20-minute match.
Yeah, but it wasn't like one of those matches where it was like
it drags.
A spot where it was super fast and then the rest dragged on. It was literally non-stop the entire time.
Yeah, that was 16 minutes of just intensity, and it was great. Match of the night, match of the year, match of the century, hands down for me. Shinsuke Nakamura and Austin Aries just slayed every... Son of a bitch.
This week I have alcohol in me, so it's even more fun.
Alright. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You good? Are you just drinking out of the bottle now?
I might as well be.
So... Yeah, I made the comment when Nakamura was coming out that Nakamura makes me hard.
I'm pretty sure he brings the flood everywhere.
Will, our beloved Will, had mentioned that that's fine because Nakamura makes him wet. So, I mean...
I love Will.
Me too. So it kind of goes, he is giving women lady boners and men the flood. So it's fantastic. I think what I love about him is just from the minute his music hits, you can feel that energy.
Yeah.
His music by far is my favorite in the entire company.
Have you seen the actual violin cover of it?
No.
Oh my god, I have to show it to you. It's so good.
But his music alone wins all of the matches. But so this match was something I expected a lot out of. Largely because I know what Austin Aries can do. I've been a fan of Austin Aries for forever. And I've obviously followed Nakamura for many, many, many years. And so I expected big things. They gave me those big things and they force-fed me more, which was amazing. That match, again, was almost 20 minutes long. It was a 17-minute match. And it was just insane.
The one spot in that match that really got me was the Death Valley Driver.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And I honestly think my favorite moment of the match is any time Nakamura goes for that fucking knee. And Graves just loses it.
Right?
You just hear him scream. I think it's pronounced Kinshasa or some shit like that.
Yeah, something like
that. I'm honestly kind of intoxicated, so I don't even know why I'm trying to do big words.
I can't do little words.
But, it's such an impressive and just such a devastating move. I'm pretty sure that I feel like I need my jaw relocated every time I watch it happen. But it's such an explosive move, and it's absolutely perfect for Nakamura because he's so in your face. He is so over the top. He is the king of strong style for a reason.
Yep.
And that's not for nothing. It's not taking away anything from Austin Aries either. I honestly feel like both men really put themselves on the map with this match. And honestly, this match made me entirely forget Nakamura and Zayn. Just because it was miles above. And I'm not even taking anything against Nakamura and Zayn from Dallas, because that match was absolutely mind-blowing. But there was just a different energy when he faced Austin Aries, and it was absolutely wonderful. And I was living for it. It was perfect. And I'm really, really looking forward to what they're potentially doing with Nakamura, because there is